some Instagram niches are much easier to grow and get followers fast than others. In this video I'm going to cover the best Instagram niches that will get you fast Instagram growth in 2020, even if you are a total beginner.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Hello everyone and welcome to Equals Cash. My name is Adam and I've been growing Instagram pages and making money from them for the past several years. On this channel I'm sharing everything that I know absolutely free, so if you are interested in social media marketing and making money online, make sure to check my other videos and consider subscribing. The best way to start growing on Instagram from scratch and start monetizing successfully is to have a niche. But as you know, there are a ton of different niches that you can pick from, and some are much easier to grow than others. So today I've decided to give you a list of 10 niches that are, in my opinion, the easiest to get into and start growing followers fast in 2020. Keep in mind that these are my suggestions, and just because some niche is easy to grow following doesn't mean it's the right niche for you. If you are completely uninterested in that topic, choose the one that you have at least some interest in, or if none of these topics interest you, grow a page in a niche that you are passionate about and create a new account for one of these niches just as a side hustle. Before we start, please take a second to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps a lot. I don't think that I need to explain this much. This is really a huge and easy to grow niche with a ton of viral content for you to repost. I definitely recommend to niche down and focus on micro subcategories, like for example certain dog or cat breeds, or niche down even more and post for example just funny videos of golden retrievers or dogs with babies and so on. Small pet pages are not super profitable, but they are really easy to grow. You probably already know that gaming is a huge industry which will most likely grow even more in the future. There are new games coming out almost every day and the demand is huge. Again, you don't want to make a broad page, instead you want to focus on a particular game or genre and then niche down even further and upload just news, funny moments, best plays or something like that. There is a ton of content available which you can repurpose, like for example you can use a content from YouTube and make compilations, or you can just straight up repost viral content. Currently gaming pages are not highly profitable, but you can grow them really quickly and make some startup money, or use them as a leverage to get free shoutouts for other more profitable pages. I also think that Instagram is going to add some sort of native monetization in the future, maybe for IGTV or something, and if that happens you will be able to make really good income from gaming pages like that. This one is pretty similar to gaming. You should first niche down by choosing one type of sport, and then you can niche down even more and feature just compilations, funny moments, focus on certain themes and so on. Audience for sport niches are mostly males, which makes it easier to choose the right monetization method. You can also combine this with niche number 10 that I'm going to mention later, which would make pages like this even more profitable and help you avoid any copyright infringements. The only problem with this niche are common copyright issues, so make sure to pay attention to that and choose carefully where you source your content from. Beauty is a huge category with a lot of demand, but it's pretty competitive, so it's best to niche down and choose some of the many subcategories like nails, hairstyling, makeup, skincare and so on. You can go even further and try to target certain demographics within the beauty niche, like for example makeup for teens, hairstyling for older ladies, dark gothic nails and so on. As I said, there's a huge demand for beauty pages, and I'm sure every girl on Instagram follows at least a few of these types of pages. What's even better is that there's a ton of viral content available which you can repost and grow really fast. Another great thing is that beauty micro pages are not only easy to grow but can be really profitable, since you end up with highly targeted audience. that's ready to spend money on all kinds of beauty products. Just like beauty niche pages attract a lot of female followers, babes niche attracts a lot of male audience. Almost every man likes to have his feed filled up with photos of beautiful girls, and the engagement is usually through the roof with these kinds of pages, especially since Instagram removed the following tab and no one can find out that they are liking a bunch of photos of hot girls. You can niche down as well and go with micro niches like just blondes, redheads, girls with tattoos and so on, but it's not really necessary since the demand is really huge and you can grow pretty fast even if you go with a super broad page. Another important thing is that there is a lot of content available, and girls that you repost won't have any problems with you reposting their content since they like to get as much exposure as possible. This is probably the easiest niche on this list, and you can grow huge following really fast. One of my friends, who is a complete beginner when it comes to Instagram, started a page in this niche back in October and now has almost 80k followers. If you decide to go with this niche, be careful and don't post nudity, since it's really easy to get shadow banned or completely disabled if you do that. Also make sure to choose the right hashtags and avoid any restricted or completely banned hashtags. Before we continue, I want to mention that I recently passed 1k subscribers and will be doing a special Q&A video, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section or DM me on Instagram. Lately there is a lot of pages popping up in this niche and competition is increasing, but it's still relatively easy to grow in this niche and get a ton of followers, especially if you niche down and choose to focus on specific category, like for example sports cars, luxury cars, concept cars and so on. There is a lot of viral content available, which is great, and finally most of your followers are going to be men, which will make choosing the right monetization method much easier once you decide to monetize that page. You probably already know that travel is huge on Instagram but pretty competitive. It's hard to grow a broad travel page in 2020, but there's definitely a lot of demand for travel content, and that's why I recommend travel micro niches. What I mean by that is to niche down a lot and go with a micro category, for example focus on a certain country, region or a city. Just like I did in my 0 to 10k series, where I decided to focus just on Nordic countries. You can even go one step further and for example choose a region and then publish just videos, nighttime photos from that region or something like that. I wasn't sure if I should put it in this video because a meme page is basically a type of page and not a niche, but meme pages are really easy to grow and there are a lot of sub niches that you can pick from, so I've decided to add it anyway. Basically whatever sub niche you decide to pick, you will be able to grow really fast because most of Instagram users really enjoy memes. There is a ton of viral content to pick from and people really like to share memes with their friends, which will help you grow much faster. Another huge niche that's full of competition but pretty easy to grow if you niche down and go for micro subcategories. I don't think I need to go much in depth in here. There are a lot of different cuisines. You can repost viral content, you can publish recipes, you can go for visually appealing food, healthy food and so on. There are a ton of opportunities in this niche and you can go a food page from scratch pretty fast. Now again, this is not really a niche but more a type of page. Instead of just posting visually appealing and entertaining type of content, you can focus on value-based educational content. This can be really applied to any niche and I've noticed that recently this started to get much more popular. I think that people are spending way too much time on Instagram and started to feel kind of guilty for mindlessly consuming meaningless content, so they started to pay attention to educational content much more, and this trend will probably continue. There is a ton of demand for this type of content currently, but not a lot of competition. In some niches there are absolutely no competition and you can basically be the first and the only one to open this type of page. Depending on a niche that you choose, This can be crazy profitable and really easy to grow organically. The only problem is that there is not a lot of content for you available to repost, so you will most likely need to create your own content. This is a huge opportunity right now and no one is talking about it, so let me know if this seems interesting to you, because I can make another video covering this in depth. Now keep in mind that there's a difference between the easiest and the most profitable niches to grow. In this video I covered the easiest, and soon I will make a video on the most profitable niches, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss that. Now don't get me wrong, these niches can be pretty profitable, especially if you choose the right monetization strategy, and if you are a beginner I definitely recommend you to choose some of these easy niches, because you will be able to grow them pretty quickly and start making money, which will motivate you to keep growing and hustling. To thank you all who watched this video until the end, I have one bonus niche which is probably the easiest one to grow, and that's viral trendy content niche. With this one you are going to build a page around most viral content only and repost content that is getting a lot of traction and going crazy viral. You can't really make a ton of money with these pages, but you can grow them crazy fast, because once you get some initial following you can get on the explore page really easy. One of my friends is focused only on building viral pages like this and then selling them, and he's been making thousands of dollars each month since they grow really fast. If you don't know how to start and get initial following on a page from scratch, make sure to subscribe and check my recent video where I've explained how I started each of my Instagram pages.